Alright guys, what's going on? This is War 3 of Season 33, and 4 Loki's facing NewN, which is really fitting because I'm sure you guys noticed, but the intro at the beginning of my video and like my new channel artwork came from White Mummy, who's in NewN. He just messaged me online and said that he had made this stuff for me, and it's super cool. I love it. I have obviously never done anything with my channel artwork. I think it was like a screenshot of Ghost from like season 14 or something like that. So I'm super grateful to him, of course. Anyway, gonna be looking at their defense. We've had a pretty rough start so far at this point. I think we lost our first 2 wars. Our first match of the season was GT40 and now NewN, so just looking at their defense, you know, the interesting thing about NewN's defense is that they do have a lot of rank 4s, but as far as their actual placements go, there's nothing that's like super like different or like harder to plan around than normal. Like some maps are a lot trickier than others, and theirs is hard, and they have a lot of rank 4s, but it's not like Savage Squads, for example, which I have a very hard time planning against. So, starting out here, I'm actually back up in Section 1, and look at my name. I have 15 mastery points or notifications up there. Those are mastery points. I have not turned suicides on yet for this war. I turned them off for placement, obviously. So here I am, just like an idiot. I'm boosting and have not noticed yet that I don't have suicides on, and I'm going to go into this fight. Still have the points up there, as you can see. This is my friend Joke. This is his Kingpin on Power Snacks. So yeah, I don't realize it now either. I have no clue that I'm not running suicides, and at some point I realize it. This is normally about a 15 hit fight, and I am behind on these videos, so you guys will see me take this fight quite a few times this season, and you'll see how fast it is. It's usually about 30 seconds, and yeah, between 10 and 15 hits, and this is not going to be a quick one. So I think even at this point, we're almost a minute in, and I still haven't realized that I don't have suicides on. I think in my mind I was like, oh, Joke must have, like, you know, some really weird mastery setup because this guy just isn't losing health. You can see I keep triggering Power Snack because the longer this fight goes on, the more dangerous it gets. So here I push him to 2 bars of power, which was dumb. I'm going to throw my special 3. And I think this is kind of around the time that I realized I didn't have suicides on. Like I realized how long the fight had gone on for. So anyway, just dancing around here while he's unstoppable. Give him the Power Snack. And yeah, there's still got like 20% left. This has been a 2-minute fight. So super frustrating. It's definitely going to cost me some potions. Here I'm just waiting out to see what happens with the global timer. I'm just going to throw my special 2 here and hope it does something. It doesn't really. And okay, he's finally dead. So very dumb. I think that's like the second time that I've done that specific thing. The first time was like for a thing on Path 5 in Section 1. I fought him without suicides once, and it's pretty frustrating. So anyway, this is, I obviously turned on my masteries, and this is going to be a rank 4 Nick Fury. I didn't know that during planning, so you can see I kind of paused there for a second. It's not going to change the way I approach the fight. The only thing that makes it kind of tricky is that this is another fight where the longer it goes on, the more easy it is to make mistakes. So I'm just going to kind of watch the bubble shield, and to avoid getting any shocks on myself, I'm just going to push him to special 3 so I don't have to dex to bait out, like, you know, any special attacks or anything. So here, he always gets pretty passive right when he loses his life model decoy. So I was able to rush in there, and I'm just going to tank the special 3, which is totally fine, speed it up a little bit, and you can see it doesn't have any lasting effects, like no damage over time. So I got a pretty good intercept there, and now he's pretty low. I'm just gonna hit him a couple more times, throw my special 3, and this should end the fight. So super straightforward. I think that Omega is probably the best counter for Nick Fury here. I know Apocalypse can do it too, I know Archangel can do it too, but I've never seen them finish with more health than I've seen Omega Red finish with. Okay, so this is going to be a MODOK. This has explosive personality, so I was kind of thinking about bringing someone specifically for this MODOK. But I decided not to, because I'm pretty sure that if I hit him on the block for the 5th time, give him the 5th armor, and I'm supposed to take that damage back, I don't think it would happen if I hit him with a tentacle hit. So I'm not super concerned about this at all. Even if I messed up, I don't think that I would like take the damage back from the node. So just gonna hit him while he's stunned here, lock in the few spores that I do have when I can, just keep the degen on him, and you can see it's been about like 45 seconds and he's down, so not too bad. And then I'm going to move up here. I'm going to place guidance on this Black Panther Civil War for taters. I do not want to be doing the Omega Quake style stuff this season, if I can avoid it. Okay, so now this fight, I'm going to make some mistakes. I feel like this was just a war of mistakes. So this man thing, I'm actually going to I slowed something down probably way too much, but this is Conflictor, and you want to play it like Mix Master. So I have my spores up on him here, and I'm just going to medium light him and lock in degen. Keep an eye out for the Unstoppable from the Global. So he throws a special 1 here, that's totally fine. There I should have locked in spores, but I didn't here. He's going to back off. I didn't throw a heavy because I knew that the Unstoppable armor timer was coming up. So right now I have 10 spores on him, right? And I slowed this down because it happens in literally a single frame. So he has 10 spores. He's going to back up. He's going to drop down to 9 spores right here as I parry him. 90% chance that parry lands. And then he gets the 10th one back right after the parry fails. I assume the parry, I go in for a heavy attack, he heavies me instead, and he shoots up to a special 3. So, yeah, I mean, I lost all my spores because of the Unstoppable armor, and just literally, and I tried slowing it down less than that, and you would have missed what happened. So there goes another one of my indestructible hits. I'm just going to throw a special 3. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm in a little bit of trouble here. He's only at, half health. It's not like I have him down super low and started making mistakes. So I really do not want to push him to another special. And this man thing also seems, I don't know what the sig level is, but it feels like the regen is pretty high. So I am just trying really hard not to mess up again. Trying to keep him at 10 spores if I can. This person, of course, has 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion on, so I don't even know if I can take a special 3. And I remember thinking during this fight that I could not take a special 3 at this point, so I was probably mistaken. But either way, this fight's gonna go down here in just a second. But yeah, totally sketchy, way more difficult than it had to be. And yeah, overall, this war was super close. We did sometimes for alliances that we are a little bit, concerned about, or that we, don't want to underestimate. We switch up our bans a little bit. And we did switch up our bans for New Nation. I'm not going to say who we banned, but we switched up our bans for them and it paid off. We ended up tying in defender kills and they beat us on time, unfortunately. So, yeah, kind of sucks that we lost, but also kind of exciting that we tied them in kills. So now it doesn't feel so out of reach to potentially beat them. But yeah, okay, so that's all I've got for this one. And again, thank you so much to White Mummy for the awesome, awesome channel artwork and stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next one.